After more than a decade of battling through a divorce and custody struggle, Brad Pitt has come to a difficult and weighty decision. His choice has come to a halt. Beyond the responsibilities of the Jolie-Pitt children reaching adulthood, he relinquishes due to estrangement, forgetting a past once cherished, carried in his arms by his father. After years filled with strife and difficulty, when his efforts in the custody battle seemed to yield no results, Brad Pitt faced a crucial choice: to continue the fight or to halt. His decision stemmed not only from the fact that the other children of Jolie-Pitt were gradually maturing and reaching an age to decide for themselves, but also from the isolation and coldness of his adopted son, Pax Thien. There is no greater pain than for a father to witness his child forgetting the sweet memories, the beautiful moments they once shared. Confronted with this bitter truth, Brad Pitt chose to let go, not out of weakness but out of mercy and self-respect. The divorce battle, the fight for custody between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, has come to an end not because one side won or lost, but because understanding and compassion prevailed. Though he may not hold Pax Thien's hand on the path ahead, Brad Pitt believes that by letting go, he has set an example of love and dignity in a family relationship. Previously, Brad Pitt sought joint custody of their 6 children, while Angelina Jolie fought for sole custody. This legal battle lasted for over a decade. Since they took each other to court, Jolie's children were all under 18. However, from 2016 onwards, the children have grown, with the majority siding with their mother. After enduring being cut off by their adopted daughter Zahara, and constant attacks from their adopted sons, Brad Pitt chose to step back, including the adopted child from Vietnam named Pax Thien. Why did Brad Pitt choose to step back? The relationship between Brad Pitt and his children became strained after Angelina Jolie filed for divorce, publicly alleging that the Hollywood A-lister was abusive. She claimed that she and the children were physically and verbally assaulted on a plane. In the court documents, the Maleficent actress accused her husband of causing one child to choke and hitting another in the face. On another occasion, he threw beer at Jolie and at times, red wine at the children, the documents stated. At one point, Brad Pitt was also accused of mistreating their eldest son, Maddox, but was later cleared of the allegations, according to OK! magazine. As a result, in the eyes of the children, Brad Pitt became a terrible father. While awaiting custody resolution, the 6 children stayed with their mother. As the children moved closer to legal adulthood, reaching the age of 18, they began to make their own decisions. A significant blow to Brad Pitt came from Zahara. At 18, Zahara joined Alpha Kappa Alpha, the first black sorority at Spelman College. In a video, Zahara introduced herself as Zahara Marley Jolie instead of Zahara Jolie-Pitt. This implied that she had disassociated herself from her father's name, choosing to align with her mother. During their time living with their mother, despite Brad Pitt's regular visits, the children were reportedly not enthusiastic about seeing their father, according to page 6. On his 60th birthday, the Troy actor wrote an invitation letter to his 6 children, attempting to mend their relationship. However, only 3 biological children, Shiloh, the twin siblings Knox and Vivian, showed interest in attending their father's birthday celebration. At that time, the media deemed it not entirely surprising. On social media, audiences used the phrase, "blood is thicker than water," to describe how the 3 adopted children resented Brad Pitt, despite his previous care and affection towards them. As they grew older, the children gradually distanced themselves from Brad Pitt. Most surprisingly, none of the children could make it to Paris, France, to celebrate their father's birthday. Among the 4 children old enough to grasp the legal battle between their parents, only biological daughter Shiloh had positive feelings towards Brad Pitt. In fact, she made efforts to encourage her siblings to communicate with their father. At times, she grew frustrated and left home due to the increasing tension between her parents. According to New Idea magazine, the 17-year-old girl had no choice but to leave for a while. She needed space to escape the harmful conflict between her parents. As discord between Brad Pitt and the children grew, Angelina Jolie realized the severity of the situation for the children and intervened. Jolie had a serious talk, demanding that the 6 children reconcile with their father. However, the Mr. and Mrs. Smith actress remained firm about custody arrangements among the children. At the time, only Maddox was 18, not affecting the custody battle between parents. Angelina Jolie still wants to fight for custody as the children grow older each day. The children even said it's time to stop because they've made their own decisions. Ultimately, the 60-year-old star chose to stop the custody dispute, as all 3 adopted children had come of age: Maddox, 22, Pax Thien, 20, and Zahara, 19. The media and audiences interpreted Brad Pitt's decision as him giving up on the 3 adopted children who had grown up in his care. As always, only Shiloh had positive feelings towards her father. The actor's eldest daughter plans to move in with him when she turns 18 in May. Shiloh still loves and is the darling daughter of Pitt. Among the 6 children, Pax Thien is the most vehemently against Brad Pitt, choosing the mother over the father. The son adopted by the actor couple in Vietnam is also the most publicly critical. On Father's Day, Brad Pitt should have received well wishes, but instead, everything turned upside down, becoming a nightmare for the A-list actor. At that time, Pax Thien posted a photo of Brad Pitt receiving an Oscar for his role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, accompanied by the caption, "Congratulations on Father's Day. Time after time, you just prove you're a terrible and despicable father." Pax Thien also expressed empathy for his siblings, always feeling fearful whenever facing his father. "You will never understand the pain you've caused to my family. You're incapable of understanding us." Jolie-Pitt's second child added that Brad Pitt turned their mothers and their lives into hell. The actor may say anything to the world, but the truth about the terrible father will come to light. The words described as poisonous, highly damaging, from Pax Thien by the media caused Brad Pitt to collapse. Pax Thien has forgotten the moments when he was loved by his father, Brad Pitt, commented the audience. Back in 2007, during a visit to Vietnam, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, not yet married at the time, noticed a child named Sang at an orphanage in Ho Chi Minh City. At that time, Sang was a shy child, hiding in a corner amidst the other children surrounding Jolie-Pitt. After learning about Sang's circumstances, abandoned by his drug-addicted mother at the orphanage, Jolie decided to adopt him, renaming him Pax Thien Jolie-Pitt. A year later, Pax Thien became Brad Pitt's legal son. From the adoption process, where Brad Pitt carried him in his arms for a long time, to siding with his mother and turning against his father, Brad Pitt was hurt, according to Mirror. Throughout the dispute with Jolie, Brad Pitt never involved the children, never mentioned them in the press. The father of 6 maintained a stance of silence and focused on custody arrangements. But when Pax Thien called his father the world's despicable, Brad Pitt was more saddened than angered. Pitt respects his children, feels sad when the issue is brought up. Brad Pitt is always portrayed as the villain but chooses to remain silent, said one person. 4 years after the heartbreaking words of his second son, Brad Pitt did what he promised, never involving the children in the legal battle with Angelina Jolie. And then, Brad Pitt chose to retreat after much suffering. Pax Thien, Vietnamese name Pham Quang Sang, was born in 2003 and was adopted by Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt in Ho Chi Minh City in 2007. He graduated from high school in June 2021 and then pursued a career in the arts. Page 6's exclusive source revealed that Jolie-Pitt's second son has a passion for artistic creativity. Pax mainly creates visual artworks in the abstract genre, using various mediums and materials. To avoid drawing attention and being accused of riding on his parents' coattails, he uses the pseudonym Emto and quietly pursues his favorite job seriously. The Vietnamese-born young man is close to his mother, having accompanied Jolie on the set of the film Without Blood, which she directed. Recently, Pax has also supported his mother in building her own fashion brand. Unlike Angelina Jolie's other 5 children, Pax Thien tends to live more privately and appears less frequently at public events. Pax Thien's criticism of his adoptive father Brad Pitt as a terrible person has sparked controversy. Many people have spoken out, saying that Pax Thien shouldn't have done so, considering that Pitt was the one who rescued and loved him when he was young.